Hey, everybody, Carol Davis here, live with the spot of sunshine just for you. So, guess what? I'm going to go back tonight. I just feel like starting over with my book. Remember this? I don't think I've read this in a long time. Changeless Change by Carol Davis. That's me. If you haven't read it yet, it's available at Amazon. And it's wonderful. Look, it's just a lot of short stories, like I'm used to reading to you, with lots of pictures. See, every page is a new story. It's pretty fun. Some people have sent me notes that it's life changing. Imagine. So you can go to Amazon.com and order Changeless Change right now. It's wonderful. Let me just read what someone said. Oh, never mind. You can go look at the book online and see it. I'm just going to start reading, okay? Ah, I'm doing better. Here is the very first page, before the story even starts. Have you ever felt like everyone has a rule book but you? How many years have you spent trying to figure out this thing called life? How long have you been looking for the rule book? Are you just about at the end of your rope, ready to give up? Are you tired, angry, tired of being angry with everyone and everything? Feel like you don't fit in this world? Stop. Hang on. Look no further. Right in my hands is the rule book called Changeless Change. Changeless Change. Awesome book. It's a map out of the darkness and into the light. Yes, sir. I think the long stuff makes my voice funny because it doesn't get enough air. Okay, here's the intro. These parts I've never read before. I've never read the intro before. All those years I spent running around the world looking for the rule book. I thought I was looking for someone to teach me how to live. I believe many people did, in fact, try to teach me, but I could not hear. Ultimately, I discovered I didn't listen to them because of what I was really looking for was someone or something to fix me. This book, Changeless Change, is about knowing I am the problem and I am the answer. Every idea I present here has worked and still works for me. I appreciate uncomplicated, pragmatic answers. Pages and pages of psychobabble never helped me. I think that's why I like 12-step programs. Anyway, when I discovered I was not the only person feeling what I was feeling, I did enjoy some merits from counseling. It is a great comfort to know others experience similar issues. But for those readers who believe their case is different, I understand. I also wave the I stand alone flag, and for that reason, I will offer to you a short summary of my journey. I was relentless in my pursuit of the rule book. I never stayed anywhere or with anyone for too long. If I didn't find it wherever I was within 6 months maximum, I moved on. I had 28 jobs in 5 states in 11 years. I was chased by police in 5 countries and arrested in a communist country. I was beaten repeatedly and left to die in gutters around the world, but I kept looking. My life was in a downward spiral, but I kept searching. Sorry for my voice. I always felt that in the next town or with a new job or my next relationship, someone would show me how to live. About 9 years into this 11-year odyssey, my grandmother gave me a house in a suburb of Boston. I believed this would be the answer to all my problems, so I packed my knapsack with all my belongings and headed east for a new beginning. I still had not learned that wherever I go, I take me with me. So, of course, my life continued to spiral downward. Several years after moving into my house, I was near the end of my search. I could not go on. I attempted suicide to no avail, obviously. I beat up my house, put holes in the walls, broke dishes. One day I'd had enough. Even though I lived alone, I ran away from home. I moved to the streets, living in a park known as Boston Commons. I actually enjoyed my time there, sleeping on park benches and eating out of garbage cans. I had long given up hope of ever finding the rule book. And now, no creditors or other well meaning people could bug me about getting my life together and other such absurdities. Didn't they know I never got a fair shake because I didn't know how? And besides that, I did not ask to be born anyway. I was pretty well convinced I was not the problem. It was people, places, and things. It was anything, anyone other than me, I was certain. I had tried so hard for so long, and I was so very tired. I even began to think my problem was that I'm an Aquarian. Perhaps the world was just not ready for me. One day I wandered into a building where coffee and donuts were being served. I was told that if I wanted to eat, I would need to wait until the end of whatever it was they were doing. All I wanted was the coffee. But soon I found I would be given much more. As I drank my coffee, my band of angels, as I now call them, told me if I followed them, they would teach me how to live. Who knew I would find my personal rule book on Skid Row? Wow. I made it from the park bench to the amazing life I have today by doing what I've outlined in this book. On the park bench, I could no longer comprehend what words meant. I was angry 24/7, and I was violent on a daily basis. Basically, I was an animal. Today, I'm working on my second master's degree. Actually, I have it now. And a lot of these things I was working on, I already have now. When I moved from believing nothing was my fault to knowing I was completely responsible for my life, everything changed. Everything. Well, at least it seemed as if everything and even everyone had changed. But that is what this. But is that what really happened? Actually, it was me that changed. So this book is about my journey from the darkness into the light. So I'm going to start reading it every day, okay? But it's already 7 minutes, so that's enough for today. Change this change. Thank you. Have a good evening. Hope I can get my voice fixed.